Hey everybody, Mel Bell here with your weekly angel reading. I've been waiting for this construction to stop so that I could do this reading without interruption. So hopefully it stays quiet and hopefully I don't have to stop this video early due to noise. I think they're done with the loud part. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pull some cards from the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Bradley Valentine. We will follow up with some cards from Kyle Gray's Angel Guide Oracle. We will ask the angels a question and we will pull a card from the Angels Answers deck. And then there's a special treat at the end for special treat deck. Sorry, my nose is like woo. From a certain special deck that we have not used before on this channel, and I will pull from there at the end. All right. So thank you for everybody who is returning subscribers and for your engagement with the channel. Thank you for your comments, for your love and support. I really appreciate you. And if you are new here, welcome. And if you end up liking what you hear, please do like this video, subscribe, and share with friends if there are other people you know that enjoy angel readings. All right, here we go. It's interesting because the Five of Michael popped up and it kind of tumbled out, and I did not, I did not honor it because I just thought it was my clumsy hands, and apparently it was a message. That's great. It means the angels are here and present with us. Okay, so Five of Michael. In the self position, this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So now with this card, I would like to say that we must be careful on how we receive messages. Through my time with reading, I have learned that we might think it's talking about one thing. It's actually talking about an entirely different thing. So, meditation is really helpful, and you don't have to sit cross-legged and meditate for an hour. You can focus on your breath for 5 minutes in the morning or something like that. The message is to definitely get clear. You want to get clear first before you apply this information to what's going on in your life. Now, some of you might be like, I know exactly what that's talking about. So release your attachment to the outcome. So you may be visualizing a certain outcome, how things are going to turn out, how you want things to go. But sometimes we don't realize that there's a better outcome. And our visualizing a certain outcome is actually narrowing our blessings, the miracles, things that can happen that we're not expecting. So you want to make sure that you are allowing space for the best possible outcome. So a good thing to do is like this or something better, because that leaves space that allows you to manifest, but it also allows space for something that's better that you're not even thinking about, or you're not even realizing is on the table, because sometimes there are things that are waiting for us or coming to us that are greater than we had expected, that exceed our expectations. In the situation, we have the Ace of Ariel. It's your lucky day, new resources of money, time, or support, a change in job or a promotion, a raise. So this is in the situation. So the Five of Michael's in the self position. So I do think it's very important for you to focus on inside, focus on your inner self and getting clear to understand. The change that's coming is a very positive one, and luck is involved. So luck is a very playful energy, and luck doesn't judge. This isn't about your karma or lack thereof. This is about just being fortunate and having something fortunate happen. So if there's something that you're waiting to happen, something that's been giving you grief for a while, you can look forward to a little lifting of that, something great coming through. New resources of money, time, or support. So keep in mind that abundance isn't always about cash. It can be about time, getting more free time. It can be about learning how to manage the time that you do have, or things just going smoother. So then the same amount of time you have, you're able to get more done and rest, because it's not always about doing. Sometimes it's about resting, and that's definitely a large part of the overall well-being of your soul and your physical self. So incoming energy, Knight of Ariel, trustworthy, understanding, devoted, funny. There's so much to accomplish, make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. Angels are always watching over you. This is definitely in alignment with the situation that we just got. They're both Ariel cards. Job, family, home. It can be any aspect of your life, can be relationships, but just know that it's an increased time of activity, okay? But at the same time, you're going to get the support you need to make that a pleasant experience, as pleasant as could be expected, or surpassing your expectations. So right back to that message again, this or something better. Okay, so then in the challenge, which is funny, is the Nine of Ariel. So that's our third Ariel card. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. So your challenge this week is to make sure that you are focusing on joy and peace, making room, carving out space for this energy. I feel like with everything, with too many things going on, it can be overwhelming and you can lose sight of your well-being. So you want to make sure that you're balancing the activity with also joyful activities, as well as resting. So resting's coming in for me. It's balancing. You need to balance your time this week. And the wild card, Two of Raphael, two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful, kindred spirits. Spirits, don't give up on those you love. If you are single and you've been single for a while, it's not over. It's not over for you. I feel like some people might feel like, life is good. I've got what I need, and maybe love's not for me right now, or maybe this is just not the lifetime for love. And I think that we all deserve love, and there's room for it in any lifetime. So just make sure you're staying open to that possibility. And this can also be about soulmate friendships. Sometimes the most romantic, or I should say the most important love relationship that we have in this lifetime is not romantic. It could be the one that we have with a certain child. It could be with a certain friend. It's not always romantic. But this card also says that romance is possible. You can open your heart to that, and just be very discerning. So maybe in the past you haven't been discerning, and maybe you just didn't have the knowledge or the healing that you needed in the past to make better decisions, but you are a different person now. And when I say different, that past person has brought lessons and learned things and wisdom. So as you are now, you are not who you were then. So make sure that you are open to it, knowing that you can make better decisions now. in that respect. And then in the future, King of Gabriel, keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. Make sure the actions that you are taking are for the highest good of all concerned. This is your, that's the secret. That's the secret. You don't allow your ego to run the show, and you don't allow your ego to let greed make choices for you. You want to make choices that are aligned with your highest good and the highest good of others. And don't buy into the belief that in order for others to succeed, you have to suffer. Everybody can win. Everybody can win. And it might not make sense. We might not be able to grasp that concept, but we don't have to understand everything to do what we're being called to do individually, and trust that it's true, whether we can understand it or not. Okay, so we're going to pull from the Kyle Gray Angel Guide deck. Thank you again for being here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment if you feel guided. I love your comments and appreciate you. Okay, here we go. What would you like to add to this angel guide? Okay, I got a very interesting message that came through. Oh man, my nose. What was it? Regret. And it's interesting, that was the word that was coming to mind, remorse and regret. And if you're feeling some kind of if you're feeling like you didn't make the best choice in something and you're being hard on yourself, or it may be someone is being hard on you, or you're being hard on someone else. When this message was coming to me, then I pulled the forgiveness and understanding card. So where you can, check yourself. Where am I holding unforgiveness for myself or others and others? And what can I do to let that go? Just because you forgive someone does not mean you have to allow them into your life or back into your life. It doesn't, you're not being asked to change your relationship or connection with somebody. You're being asked to check the energy to make sure it's not anchoring you somewhere that you don't longer live. Like, I'm no longer there, yet my unforgiveness is holding me there. There's a part of me that is staying in this past energy. So keep in mind that when we are forgiving, we are letting go. We are freeing ourselves from the past, and we're walking forward into the future lighter. So keep that in mind. And understanding, we don't always understand. We don't always understand why people do what they do. And it can definitely be hard to forgive when we don't understand. But you can ask the angels to help you understand to the best of your ability why this person did what they did, why you did what you did, and the time that you did it. Whoever it applies to, ask for understanding and clarity, and then do the work. So that's just in alignment with that card. That is the one message that the Angel Guide Oracle wants to give us, is it's important to do this. And it makes sense because of our eclipse season, that we are being called to clear and let go of old energy. So that makes sense. This will help catapult you to a more beneficial future, and it will help fuel blessings and miracles. So that's what you're being asked to do. Now, if you have a question, have a question for the angels, now's the time to ask it. If you need to pause this video and ask your question and then come back, you can do that. I don't have a question because it would mess up this part of the reading if I was asking them a question for myself. So I keep my mind clear and I ask you, angels, we have a question on our hearts. Please do provide us with the answer to that question. Thank you, angels. Please help make it clear to us so that we may understand the answer and know how to move forward. What is the question? All right, here it comes, guys. I feel it. This one. Ask for help from others, okay? So now, the answer may be hidden from you right now. The answer may be hidden from you because you are being encouraged to ask for help. And sometimes that means you need to have a personal conversation with the angels or with divine beings. Could also be somebody in your life. It could be a person walking the earth with you in this experience. They may have some information that you need. If your question was a yes or no question, yeah, you don't have all the information. All the information has not been made clear yet. And to definitely follow the advice given in this reading to get closer to clarity that you need. And yeah, are you asking for help from the angels? Are you, especially if you're in a major turning point in your life, it would be really important right now to stay close to the angels, be specific in what your needs are. What do you need help with? Okay, and then here is our special deck that we're going to pull out. This is Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards. This is going to be our last message from this deck. Now this deck is really deep. It's like, it's a deck that I study every now and then because it's really, there's a lot of information in it. I probably will read a little bit from the book on the meaning of the card. We're going to pull one card from here, Angels of Atlantis. Please do tell us, what is your message for us? Let's see what we get. Is it? No, it's not that one. It's in here, but it's not. I understand. It's been some time. Okay, it's that one. Metatron. Archangel Metatron, wisdom. Okay, there's a difference between wisdom and knowing. There's knowledge. You learn, but when you apply what you have learned, you gain wisdom. Okay, so there's a difference. And there's wisdom in knowing when to speak and when to be silent. Sometimes your words are falling on deaf ears, yet you are using your energy, using a lot of your energy to try to get people to understand who are hell-bent on not understanding. And it's important that you really just look into, open right onto the page, y'all. Where is the message? Oh, it's on the last page of that. Okay. Anyways, all right. So I'm going to read this because we're short on time. I don't want to go over time. So wisdom. Metatron. The supernatural teacher. The Sphinx has always created within us the wonderment of enigma, for within its being lies the wisdom of the centuries, the knowledge of bygone civilizations. Therefore, your choice of this oracle brings you knowledge to your own divine wisdom. Through eons of time and the quest of many lives, you have wrought such beauty and knowing within your soul. Metatron wishes you to be still, to meditate on your own innate wisdom, and to act with the honor of an angel. You can chant Ha to feel these energies moving through your heart as the seat of the soul. So I'm definitely hearing like past lives. When we think about past lives, we think, oh, you know, I was killed this way and I died this way, and then this person wronged me, and that's why I'm encountering this relationship in this lifetime. It's not all bad. Our past lives also have gained us great wisdom. There are things that we are drawn to in this lifetime because of our history of our past lives. It's all encoded in our souls. And I think there's a part of you that wants to wake up to that. And there's a knowledge and a wisdom there to incorporate into your present self now. So what can you do to allow that? And I think that the key, you guys think that the key is here, and something that may be anchoring you to the past that is blocking something in that sense. So I hope that helps, and I think that's it. So may the angels be with you as they always are. Take care, everybody. Bye.